Now, the world your child will be born into is very different than the one you grew up in. The value of college degrees has changed. Jobs are being eaten by AI, and young people are lonelier than ever. Mechanically speaking, what's changed in the system that makes it challenging in a different way for young people to make money today?
Well, today versus when my child is an adult, I would say are different situations. I would say for today, it's never been easier to make money because we have these tools that are giving tremendous leverage to people who have work ethic and skill. And so barriers to entry are getting completely flattened, which is amazing. It's democratized access, but what it's really done is also just made it more competitive. And so one of my favorite lines in The Wire is, Cuddy, was a hitman, comes out of prison after 15 or 20 years. He's an older guy, doesn't know what to do, goes back into the game. He then is told to go do a hit with some other guy, and it goes the wrong way, and they're sitting in the back of the car, and he says, "Man," he's like, "the game's changed." And Slim Charles looks at him and says, "No, man," he's like, "the game hasn't changed. Game's the same, just more fierce." And so I see that in a lot of ways. It's the way that the economy, the way that business, the market hasn't changed. The fundamentals are still going to be the same. It's supply and demand. Scarcity is still going to drive behavior. It's just that the variables around the core fundamentals will change. And so that's why I think adaptability is a core thing to learn, which I just see that as being able to change behavior quickly when new conditions arise. And so today, a lot of money can be made digitally without nearly the amount of labor as before, and you can run it a lot more efficiently, which I think there are more people entering entrepreneurship than ever before, which I see as largely a good thing, because the most efficient organizations are single person run. If you just think there's so much waste in larger organizations because of coordination of people. And so, a perfect world of efficiency would be that every single person has a business that requires no one else, that everyone have their own freedom, everyone, delivers, valuable services to other people. That's awesome. I think there's a world of more and more of that will happen in a world where, humans have no inherent value, from a quote utility perspective that a robot, cannot do. I think that we'll do what we've always done. We'll figure out something else.
You said 18 years from now, it'll be radically different.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to guess,
what
might that look like?
Dude, I have no idea. I think my guess is it would be the same as me making up a reality. And I don't think there's too many variables. I mean, let alone it's like trying to predict what stocks can go up tomorrow. There's so many things that can happen between now and then. And there's also some things that I don't think are necessarily going to change. For example, I think basis is a question which I like thinking a lot about, which is rather than saying what is going to change, I think it's more valuable for someone today to ask what is going to stay the same. And so I think that humans will still fall in love. I think that humans still value stakes. So I'll give you a simple example. If Mr. Beast makes a video and he's, puts $5 million in the middle of an island and invites 10 influencers to go compete for it, those influencers can't be AI influencers. They can't be fake. And if that $5 million isn't actually $5 million, and you just have cartoons competing for fake money, I don't think anyone cares. Yeah. And there's also some things that people want to see humans do. So we have cranes, we still want to watch who can lift the most weight. We still have, robo chess that can beat any chess player on earth, and chess has never been more popular. And so we will still be attracted to human things, drama, story, narrative stakes, things like that I think that humans want to see how humans are reacting to those things. So I don't think that's going to change. I think humans are going to need to eat. I think they're going to need to sleep. They're going to have shelter. All of these things I think will remain relatively unchanged. Will there also be AI entertainment? Absolutely. Will there be our first Star Wars epic? I mean, we're seeing it. I think you've probably been attuned to this. There've been 3 big box office hits that are 100 million plus movies that have come out from just YouTubers. And that necessarily isn't all AI, but it will be. These tiny teams being able to generate huge blockbuster, quite literally, outcomes. And so it's again, it's just going to have, I think Naval said this, but it was technology democratizes consumption and consolidates production. So if you're the best in the world, you get to do it for everyone. And so AI will YouTubeify a lot of things. So what I mean by that is when mobile phones had videos, video making used to be a luxury thing. And then everyone was able to make a video. And then YouTube gave everyone a platform to post those videos on. And so it's like, oh, everyone can vibe code. It's like, well, yeah, but everyone can make videos, but not everyone's Mr. Beast. And so just like always, like it will still have like quality, like when there's more supply, we will index on quality. And so what are the human things that are the non-replaceable things, which I think are stakes. I think it's narrative. I think it's reality. And reality creates the stakes for any of this type of stuff. That's why reality TV is still a thing, because we know it's real, to the degree that it's real people, right? And there's some sort of money or whatever that's on the line, people still watch. But yeah, I think there's a world where there's a robot that cuts your lawn.